What's going on, everybody? Fishing for Pokemon here. So today I felt like we should do a little TCGO video just to show off one of the decks that I had made. It's a pretty busted deck. For those of you who don't know, if you are new to the channel, I do live TCGO battles with my subscribers every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys would like to get in on that, you guys are more than welcome to hop in on that every Wednesday again. So like I was saying, we're gonna go over a little bit of a deck that I had built. It's kind of it's not really a meta deck, but it's just something I threw together that has been winning me a couple of games. If you guys would like to try to build it yourself, you guys are more than welcome to. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the listing of what the card list is, how to actually play it, and we'll show off a couple of games with it. So that being said, we'll see how it goes. Alright, and we are back. So we have the card list in front of us here today. Let's just go over it really quickly so we can go ahead and see how you're going to set this up. This is my personal way to build this deck. You can edit it however you would like, but we are playing one copy of an Oranguru, just so we can go ahead and, draw through our deck, swap through the cards. 2 copies of Crobat V. So our real hitters here are actually going to be the Drednaw, and the Drednaw VMAX. These are the cards that are going to be our hitters. They offer 160 damage with the VMAX, plus of a flip of a coin you can add an additional 80 damage, which is absolutely insane. So you're hitting for 240 damage with the flip of a coin, granted that it's a heads. But for the base Drednaw V, we have the Solid Shell ability, which takes 30 less damage, which is also good for Pokemon who get to attack off early. Reduce the damage is basically a really big help. For 2 water energy and a colorless energy, you can do Powerful Bite, which does 130 damage and does not allow your opponent to retreat next turn unless they have a switch or an escape rope. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and play 2 copies of the Snom and Frostmoth. This Frostmoth is just to accelerate energy to your bench Pokemon, so you accelerate the 3 energy to the Drednaw V or to the Wailord V. The Wailord V does cost a little bit more energy, which is why having Frostmoth is very, very helpful into the deck. We play 1 copy of Suicune just in case we come across any Decidueyes or Altarias, hitting for 130 damage while putting 2 energy back on the bench. We can just go ahead and swap that out once we stack the energy. So for what we're gonna play 3 copies of the Capacious Bucket, 3 copies of the Evolution Incense to go ahead and get our Frostmoth off as fast as we can. 2 copies of the Level Ball, 2 copies of Pokemon Communication to try and find our Drednaw V or our Wailord V. And if we can't find any Level Balls or Evolution Incense, we can go ahead and look for the Frostmoth or Snom. We play 3 copies of Quick Ball, 3 switches. Glimwood Tangle is the main helper in this deck. Glimwood Tangle allows you to flip any coin. If you don't like the outcome of the coin flip initially, you do have a chance to reflip, and that is actually huge because Wailord V here, if you flip 3 coins, the attack does 120 damage for each heads. So if you can pull off the coin flip and get all heads, it's an instant one-shot for any Pokemon V, and probably any VMAX except for maybe Eternatus VMAX. So Glimwood Tangle is very, very helpful with this deck build. We play 1 copy of Blue's Tactics, 3 Boss's Order, 2 copies of the Mallow and Lana. We play 2 copies of Marnie, 1 copy of the Nessa to get our water energy back into our hands and or our Pokemon that get knocked out. 3 copies of Buff Padding. So the thing with Buff Padding is it gives you an additional 50 HP for Pokemon with a retreat cost of exactly 4, which the Drednaw V and the Wailord V here both have 4 retreat cost energy. So this is adding an additional 50 energy. This is adding an additional 50 HP to each of these Pokemon. So we play 3 copies of Buff Padding, and we play, of course, our water energy. No double colorless energy needed here. It's basically they just run off of water. So let's go ahead and try out this deck. Let's see how it performs. Okay, let's see how this match goes. Psychic energy or psychic deck. Let's see. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident in this battle here. Possible good start. Yes, I want to say we do have a pretty okay start. We do have the evolution incense, so it looks like we're going up against a Mad Party deck. Let's get Snom on the bench. We have 2 copies of Crobat in our hand. Wonder how that's gonna be. We're gonna draw 3 cards. Oranguru. Get the swap out for another water energy. I guess we end our turn there. Let's see how fast they can accelerate this Mad Party. Hopefully we can pull a switch and we'll have a Frostmoth ready to go. And then we should have another energy coming up so we can accelerate. We do have the Mallow and Lana, so we can accelerate Wailord. We just need to see how fast they can get this Mad Party off. Okay, good discard. Already 3 Mad Party in the discard pile for 60 damage. Okay. So he has 2 Sinistes on the bench. He's not going to be able to evolve this turn, but he possibly has them in his hand. So it would be crucial to accelerate the energy on the Wailord as quickly as possible. We don't need that many heads to get a knockout with the Mad Party deck. However, it is all about speed, and speed is not the ideal factor for us going on this Wailord deck. Let's see. Air Balloon. He's going to Air Balloon the Oranguru. Definitely looking for a Poltegeist here. He may have gotten it. If he ends his turn here, he probably has it. Okay. He might have it. So we'll go ahead and get the Evolution Incense off. Get our Frostmoth on the bench. Let's see. We'll go ahead and switch the Wailord to the Oranguru. We will accelerate the energy to the Wailord here. And then we will Crobat for 6. Okay. So we do have a Suicune. Let's see if we can get a switch here to knock out this Sinistea. But first, let's go ahead and get a... What do we want here? Let's see what we have in our hand. We have a Jirachi, 2 of the Frostmoth, 1 more Wailord, full set of the Drednaw. Okay. 2 Capacious Buckets, 3 Switches, 2 Glimwood Tangles, and 2 Buff Paddings. Okay. So we can definitely Drednaw. Look for a switch. We got it. Put the Glimwood Tangle out there. And Oranguru the Snom for a Capacious Water Bucket. The Snom could be able to knock that out, but we'll go ahead and do our coin flip. That's perfect. That's all we needed. We don't need anything more. It's only a 30 HP Pokemon. So, we got a boss's order. We can possibly... I know he's going to go ahead and get the Poltegeist here. But I think we can attack the Drednaw GX to take an additional 2 prize cards. A Bunnelby. There's the Poltegeist. Does he have the energy? Possibly, maybe might have the energy. We shall see. He does have the energy, so he will be able to attack. Let's see, 3, 4, 5 for 100 damage. Okay. Well, actually, let's see. He just Professor's Research. 5, 6. So 120 damage so far. He keeps stacking it. Let's see how far he can go with this. I know Mad Party is super good in accelerating your damage done. You can you can continue to play your Mad Party into your discard pile for extra damage. Okay, so he had a feeling we were gonna go for the Drednaw GX, but I think we attack him with his attackers and remove the Sinistes. I feel like the best course of action would be to go for the Drednaw GX to take an additional prize card, because we do not have an attacker set up here, but we will go ahead and take the Drednaw knockout if we can get it. Pokecoms, okay. Let's fingers crossed for the knockout here. Heads. Let's go. We do not need to. Let's see, 360 damage. That is able to one-shot a Pokemon VMAX. Unfortunate that we're going up against a single prize card, a single prize deck, but if this were a VMAX, that would have shredded it. That would have taken it out in one shot. So next, I believe we're gonna get hit for an additional 160 if he. So Professor's Research, he'll be able to Sinistea any kind of Mad Party Pokemon there. So I believe this Wailord is going to get knocked out here. Now, do we want to sacrifice the Oranguru? I think we send the Crobat V out. We get the Drednaw energy attached. Because we'll lose an additional 2. Yeah, I think we sacrifice the Oranguru here. 80, 70, 60, 50. What's our course of action here? So he hit for 180. This does reduce 30 damage. It's 150. He has 3 Mad Party on the bench. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's got all his Drednaw, 2 Bunnelby remaining, 1 Mr. Rhyme remaining. I think we just do the Crobats. And we Drednaw on the bench. Capacious Water Bucket. We shall Frostmoth. Thinking about it now, if we get the Drednaw VMAX going, I think it's better to save a 2-prizer, sacrifice the Oranguru, see if we can. He has a Fione. Let's see if we can get a boss's order and yeah, let's get the Fione out of there. That way he can't force us to retreat, or he can't force us to pick a Pokemon to swap for, and we end our turn there. Fully expecting a knockout here. If not, okay, so he burns an energy to swap out. How many energy does he have? So he burned 2 triple XLs, a boss's order, so he is going to take a 2 prizer here. But we are getting a healthy Drednaw VMAX with reduced damage. Now, he does have the Fione. The Fione can definitely take us out here, if he chooses to. We've already burned through our 3 bosses order, so he can possibly win the game here. He's got 4 cards left in his hand. We need to try our best here to stay alive. But I think if we can get... We don't have any more bosses orders. If we can get a... No, I think he gets a knockout here. I think he can 2 prizes here for a knockout. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see if we can get an energy. We do get some energy. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get the knockout here. You have a good deck too, man. Mad Party, you can't be mad losing to a Mad Party. That deck is absolutely broken. You cannot be mad against a Mad Party deck. So we are going to take the loss here. But we have shown that a Wailord V can take out a Pokemon VMAX, an Urshifu, a Drednaw. It can one-shot. It can one-shot a VMAX. Unfortunate that we did get a single prizer deck, but that's totally fine. You can't help these kinds of things. So we just wait for the knockout here because he will Fione us. I believe we get to choose though. Yeah, so we can possibly choose. I'm not too familiar on how Fione worked. Okay, a boss's order. There we go. Yeah, so that's how he's gonna do it. He's gonna Fione us, or okay, just straight up boss's order. That's fine too. Yeah, so we definitely take the loss here, but that's totally fine. We saw how our setup can work. Hopefully next time we get a 2 prize deck. We did get our bonus pack, a Vivid Voltage pack. Not bad, not bad at all. Let's try this one more time and let's see how it goes out. Let's see, should we go with the knockout? Yeah, let's go there. Okay, let's see who our opponent is today. Well, tonight technically, because we are playing this at exactly 3 in the morning, because we're Team No Sleep. We get no sleep around here. So we start off pretty rough with the Drednaw, as always. You guys know how it is with Drednaw's Crobats, always starting off the worst possible way. These shouldn't count as basics. I'm just saying Pokemon Company maybe fix that a bit. I don't know. Nobody likes to get Drednaw. Nobody likes to get double Drednaw here. Nobody likes that. Well, Glimwood Tangle. Exactly. You know my struggles. Guess we can go ahead and take out a water energy. Should we don't have a switch, but let me see. Let's just get a Crobat just to thin the deck. Everybody loves starting off with a Drednaw. Get a basic Pokemon here. Okay, we got the Snom. We got the Snom started. Maybe attach the energy to the Snom? We'll see. Yeah, might as well, right? So we can draw a little bit more cards. We got the Drednaw, buff padding, and we end our turn there. I think we end our turn there. Let's see how they can come back from a double brick here. A double Drednaw on the starting match. Let's see how they come back. And they Marnie us. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna Marnie anyway. No big deal. We don't need to freak out about it. That actually helps us out too. Let's see. They just forfeit. Okay. Okay, we had the setup. We had somewhat of the setup there. We were gonna just Crobat that away. Let's look for one more match to see if we can find a VMAX deck. If we can find a VMAX deck and one-shot it, that would be ideal. Let's see. Let's see as I play with my little beard here. I wouldn't call this a beard, a goatee probably. Let's see. So we get the Wailord V. We got the buff padding. We do have the switch. We can probably Dedenne this away, but I like Blue's tactics. 8 cards at the end of our turn. We'll put the buff padding on. Looks like we got an Urshifu, or a possible Urshifu, single strike here. We lose a buff padding, right? Let's see what we can get. Let's just throw this hand away. Not too special of a hand. Let's try to get the Pokemon we need set up here. Let's get the Snom. Okay, that's perfect. Can we get a switch? Let's stack it on the Drednaw. We'll do this. I guess we end our turn there. We had a pretty good setup here. Now let's see what this guy does. A Crushing Hammer. You love to see those. You love to see it, Tails. Let's go. Let's go. Get that Crushing Hammer out of here, boy. We don't like Crushing Hammers here. That sounded weird. We don't like Crushing Hammers here. So a single strike Urshifu V. An escape rope. Who are we escaping? Let's go with the Oranguru. He's gonna attach an energy, possibly do the laser focus. That's exactly what he's going for. He just discarded an urn, so that helps us pretty well. And the Tower of Darkness, we can go ahead and eliminate that with our Glimwood Tangle. So he's gonna laser focus for 3. We're gonna get the Snom. We're gonna get the Pokécoms. So what we'll do is this. We'll get the Frostmoth. Then we shall do this. Get a Frostmoth, because we're gonna Pokécom it away for a Crobat anyway. Yes, throw that away. Get the Crobat V. Now, fingers crossed, we get a switch. Fingers crossed we get a switch. Let's go ahead and accelerate energy to our Drednaw here and to our Wailord V here. Let's get the Snom off the bench. We got another Drednaw. If we had the Drednaw VMAX, that would have been ideal, but we do not have it. We can... Let's see, how do we get out of this? This is interesting. We have a problem here. He's gonna get the VMAX. If he gets the VMAX, maybe we should probably accelerate the energy onto the Wailord for a possible 1-hit KO. A Marnie. Okay, that's perfect. That's just what we needed. We needed more energy, and we're gonna need the Drednaw VMAX, preferably. Preferably the Drednaw VMAX. A buff padding, okay. Scroll of Scorn, we did not. We did not get anything good here. So, we lose the Oranguru. He gets the Urshifu VMAX. It's a single strike, by the way. He can just use beatdown. I think we start attacking here. I think we start attacking. We got the buff padding. Ooh, what a perfectly placed top deck here. Perfectly placed top deck. We won't bench anything here to save it for heads. Let's go. Heads, baby. 240 damage. Okay. That's actually perfect. So he can hit us for 240, 50, 60, reduced 230 damage. We got the buff padding. So we have 370 health to work with here. If he were to G-Max one blow, it still wouldn't affect us. If he switches out here, that'd be nice. We'll just boss his order and knock him out here. We're looking for a switch. We're looking for a switch here. If he attacks us here, perfectly fine. The Dane, I believe he's looking for a switch. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's looking for a switch. This will be huge if he switches. This will be huge. We need him to switch here. He does not know. He is so unsuspecting of our boss's order here. Unsuspecting. What's he trying to do? He's trying to go for the knockout here. This is... Let's see. Yeah, he does not get the knockout here. That's actually pretty interesting. He's looking for the Houndour. The Houndour. He has 2 and 1. I wonder. Let's see. I'm kind of nervous. I don't think he'll still be able to knock us out. We've got the buff padding on 50. That's 370. 370 with 270, 80, 90, 310, 320, 30. That'll still be 300 damage regardless. 300 damage regardless. We got the buff padding and we take reduced 30 less damage. So we got the Urn of Vitality to get those energies back. If he has the Houndour, it's still not going to matter. It really isn't, because possibly, maybe, if he gets it. Let's see. It adds 20 more, 20, 40, 60, 60 damage, 30, 300. Yeah, no. We should be okay. If my math is correct. We should be okay here. Quick ball. Okay. I don't think he has it. I think we get the knockout. Yeah, we get the knockout. He went for it. 310 damage. That's fine. We have another Wailord, but we will save that. We'll just G-Max headbutt him. Take the 3 Prizer knockout. And he forfeited. And there you go. That is what we're looking for. That Drednaw VMAX with the buff padding can withstand a Urshifu single strike blow and can deal ideally the same amount of damage. Regardless of the energy, but still, I think this is a pretty good contender against single strike decks. Possibly, maybe not Urshifu VMAX Rapid Strike, but you can always just add a Mew to your bench, and that'll pretty much prevent that. But anyway, everybody, fishing family, that will do it for today's TCGO video gameplay and deck build. If you like this video, make sure you drop a like. That definitely supports the channel. If you haven't already considered subscribing, we do live TCGO battles with you guys right there. We do live TCGO battles every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that being said, Fishing for Pokemon is the YouTube channel. Consider subscribing, maybe, possibly, if you guys really like it. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!